Hi there, I'm Daz, and if you have a few minutes spare, please join me for a quick look round my Finch farm settlement build. I'm starting the tour on the flyover, or some people will call it an overpass, that runs just above the farm. I actually wasn't aware until recently that you could build up here. Yeah, I've never actually seen a YouTube settlement tour for Finch Farm, but I did see a screenshot of a build that somebody else had posted, and theirs was quite a small affair. They'd just placed some box cars up here, but that opened the possibility up that yeah, I was curious to see how much you could actually build up here. And you'll probably realise shortly that I did get a little bit carried away, and I was surprised at how much you can actually build. So there are problems with building a settlement up here, especially if you want it to be homely, because you have these central barriers that you have to work around. I'm playing on PlayStation 4 and I don't use any mods whatsoever, so yeah, there were some obvious frustrations. I've done the best I can. I'm not the greatest builder to start with, and when you're trying to work around some of these problems, it's not the best.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've decided to turn this into a kind of social area. I've not got it fully decorated yet. I'm pretty sure I have completed the structure, but it's not, as I say, it's not being fully decorated yet, all lit up. I'm a bit nervous about adding any more, to be honest, because the performance is starting to suffer as it is, because, as I say, PlayStation 4, no mods, and I did get a bit carried away with the size available. I was shocked actually that you could build this much up on the overpass. But I've decided to turn this settlement purely into an agricultural settlement. So yeah, I think I've got 17 or 18 farm workers. I've just got a couple of merchants, just a bare minimum, and I've got 4 guards. It's early in the morning, so the farmers are just coming to work. So I started the build up here. If anybody is curious, I actually got up onto the flyover by... I placed one of those 3-storey scaffolding towers, and then I ran some ladders up to get up here in the first place. And the first thing I did is put these flooring pieces down, then ran up to this next level, and then I decided that that would be the ideal spot to start running the ladders down. I decided to do a double staircase, because in theory that solves the problem of getting stuck on the stairs with settlers, but I've just decided to do this at the wrong time of day, where there are that many settlers using the stairs that I'm getting blocked anyway. But not to worry. I still think it looks better with the double ladders in any case. It makes the construction look quite a bit more sturdy. Yeah, so when I was running these ladders down to the lower level, I did not have a clue what I was going to do once I got down to ground level. And we also have the problem at Finch Farm of having the original hut stuck in the middle of the settlement, and we have to find a way to work around that, obviously. In fact, I'll go down this staircase instead to start looking around the lower level. Yeah, luckily, by the time I got the ladders down to this level, they were sitting just about flush with the floor, so I didn't have any major problems. Luckily the ground is fairly even for over most of this area. So this is what the whole thing looks like from ground level. You can see it is quite sizable. And you will see that the frame rate is struggling quite a bit. I actually had a crash a couple of hours ago, and I was very angry with myself because I'd been putting the finishing touches to the lighting and the wiring, and I forgot to do a quick save for about an hour, and then the game crashed, so I had to go around again putting all the conduits in place and connecting the wires. Very tedious and annoying. Anybody that has built a large settlement will understand that's quite a frustrating operation. And yes, I'll remember to save in future. Yeah, so I have put some decoration up, things like monster heads and things, but I have deliberately kept it fairly sparse for the time being. You can see I've got all my farm workers in the uniform. They're all wearing railroad armour and polished helmets. I've got a couple of fusion generators, which is adequate for everything that I'm running in here. Just a few lights really. I've got this small water farm, nothing too extravagant. It was annoying placing these as well around this column. You'll see that I've got one floor tile that's facing the wrong direction. No matter how many times I tried to place that, it just would not go in the right direction. So I just had to put up with that, I'm afraid. I'll probably place something over it later on. Yeah, so I've built a very basic lookout tower here. I have had a couple of attacks from the super mutants at Revere, so that's why I decided to place these permanent guards at this post. I'm looking forward to another attack. I didn't have the guards in place the last time we saw the mutants. Another couple of heads. So we're almost done. Yeah, I've not done anything in here. I placed a couple of extra beds, that's about it. I wish I could delete the whole structure, to be honest, but I can't do that without a mod, obviously. And I don't want to get into using mods, really. I started using a lot of mods on Skyrim, and yeah, some of them are fun, but I had a lot of problems with them as well. So I've just turned this into a small crafting area. Nothing crazy. I've only got one suit of power armour here. I've got about 50 suits of power armour at Vault 88. And I decided that I wasn't going to start another collection at any of the other settlements. So yeah, all of the other settlements only have 1 or 2 pieces of power armour. Yeah, so I've got 4 guards.
Yeah.
They're all wearing polymer combat armour, and I like the miners' helmets as well. They look very nice at night time. Abigail Finch. So the Finch family are the the only ones that are still wearing their original clothing. Everybody else is in uniform. So I hope people have found that interesting. I know it's not a very well decorated settlement, but hopefully the structure is interesting to some people. And thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.